Hello everyone, good to see you again. For a while here, it seems the only time that I have to make videos is during my lunchtime from teaching public school. So here I am in my glamorous public school classroom, giving you a little melodica today, a little instruction. Today I want to show you how to do a little variation on Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Hopefully I can give you some ideas so as you do this song and also other songs, you can find little ways to vary it up yourself. Simple techniques that can make you a better player. Okay, so let's start with just the basic melody. So the basic melody, we'll probably start on the low end, okay, and your melodica may have fewer or more notes, maybe more. This one only has 32, okay? We're gonna do it key of C today, so it's gonna be C note, C, C, right? Yeah, C, C, and then G, G, A, G, F, F, E, E, D, D, C, and then, yeah, G, 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 F, F, E, E, D, G, G, F, F, E, D, E, D, and then again, C, C, G, G, A, G, F, F, E, E, D, D, C. I fumbled a little bit in the fingering. Use whatever's comfortable for you. So, and by the way, I'm using just one hand technique today. You can also use two hand technique if you wanted to, of course. Okay, so let's just play that melody together. There's our note in 1, 2, ready, go. There's the basic melody, and of course you could take single notes and fancy it up a little bit if you want to. Like so. So you could add little extra notes if you wanted, varying it just with that single one-note melody. Awesome. Okay, let's talk about some two-note techniques. Some two notes, an easy way to add two-note technique to do is do a third under the melody note. Okay, I'm not going to use the middle C for the moment. I'm not going to do a third under the middle C, but other than that, above it, we'll do thirds. So, okay, so C, C, and then it goes to the G note, right? The melody goes to G, so a third above that. We're in key of C. Key of C is the white note. So G, it'll be a third below that. So G and E, then the melody goes to F, so we would do F and D, and then melody goes to E, so the C below it. D, you can do the B below it, okay? Works fine. If you wanted to, you could go down to that low G, and you'd have an open fifth there. And then finally finishing with that melody note on C. If you wanted to add a second note, you would probably need to go down to the G below it because you're ending up on a C chord. If you go to the A, it'll end up in A minor and will sound a little different. The harmony might not sound like you want it to. Okay? All right. So let's do that again, and I'll give you a count off. Here we go. And we'll do those thirds together. Ready, begin. All right, there you go. And again, the two notes, you could fancy that up a little bit if you wish to as well. Etc. So you could fancy up with that two-note technique. Okay, now going to three notes, you have to get a little bit more creative, and you need to know what chords you want to play, because the moment you have 3 notes, then you have a chord. So you have to know maybe a little bit of music theory, or you goof around until you find the 3 notes that work together well for you. I will say there's no wrong chord unless it doesn't sound good. So if you play it and you're like, that's not right, then don't play that chord. You can change it into something that you like better. So if we went, now we had the G and the E, you could stick on that C chord, you could add the C note, and now you still get that G note in the melody, E and C, now you have a C chord. Next, the melody goes to A, so you might go to an F chord, A, F, and C. Don't know if you can see that, C, F, A, back to the C chord. And then you could walk it down in triads, I think, triads, root position triads, C, E, G, and then F, D, B. You totally could do that, yeah, so triads. So C chord, trying to get my angle right here in the camera, C chord, a B diminished chord with the F in the melody, an A minor chord with the E in the melody, okay, every other white note, or you could put the thumb down to the G, that would work as well, either one, A minor or C chord with the G in the root, and then, yeah, that would work. All right, so those are ways to add a 3rd note. Another way, if you wanted to do it, is of course, stick that whole melody up an octave. Yeah, I've got room on this one as well to go up an octave. So I could put that melody up in the upper octave and add more notes down low. So you would need to use a 2-hand technique. I'd have to grab the blow tube and add that in to play it piano style, like so, of course. But some people, even just using your blow tube, you could use a 2-hand technique. Let's see if I can get a little bit of 2-hand technique doing that way. So here's my C note. And melody is going to be an octave up. Okay, now that wasn't fabulous. Sorry, I didn't practice ahead of time. I'm sorry. But that's the idea. So you would, with your left hand, you would go down low, maybe in this octave, and stick that melody up high, and you can goof around with the different arrangements, okay? There's no right or wrong to this, so whatever works for you. And again, this is a great instrument to play along with others. So if you got a little band or a friend or whatever, often they're covering a lot of the other notes, and so you don't really need to cover those, okay, as well. Enjoy having fun with this, and as always, of course, you can make it your own. You can add a little vibrato. You can have those little extra flurry of notes as you desire, okay? Keep having fun with this, and we'll see you next time.